Hi, I'm Aditi.
Hi, I'm Kanika, and welcome to another edition of Counsel Co.
Presented by the Bulletin. Hey, do you remember the movie Bagban?
I do. Wasn't that the one that got all of us loving our parents a little bit more? And of course, Hema Malini's plastic surgeon.
Yeah, that's the one. It also is probably where the legislature took cue and decided to enact the Maintenance and Welfare of Parents and Senior Citizens Act 2007 and framed the rules thereunder.
And today we shall be covering certain judgments where the courts have interpreted the said statute as a beneficial legislation.
So Rule 22.3 prescribes the procedure whereby a senior citizen or a parent can file an application before the district magistrate or the deputy commissioner of his district against his son, daughter or legal heirs in respect of a property.
Right. The two judgments are both of 2025, both of the Delhi High Court. One is Preetham Singh versus GNCTD and others, and one is Pyari Khan versus GNCTD and others, where certain key principles have been established.
So in both cases, eviction petitions were filed by senior citizens against their children, son in one case and then against the daughter in the other.
The first principle that the High Court highlighted was that it is not necessary for a senior citizen to prove ill treatment at the hands of his children in cases where the children have no right or interest in the property, like in case of a self-acquired property.
Exactly. The courts also held, secondly, that this legislation was a beneficial legislation. So any delay in filing eviction petitions on behalf of the senior citizens do not materially affect their rights.
Thirdly, the court held that it is not necessary that a senior citizen must have absolute ownership rights to maintain an eviction petition. It is enough if he has any modicum of right, of residence, of even possession.
So in the case of Preetham Singh, the son's argument was premised on the fact that the father had already transferred the property by way of gift deed to the daughter and was no longer the owner of subject property.
But the High Court rejected that argument and said that the father continued to have permissive use as residence of the property and could maintain a petition for eviction.
The fourth principle held by the High Court was that even though there is a dispute to the title of property, senior citizen's right will still exist as long as he has a modicum of right in the subject property.
Right. In a case where the mother and the wife of the deceased son were fighting with regards to the property of the deceased son, the court held that the mother could maintain a suit for petition of action for eviction against the daughter-in-law, even when the dispute as to title is still pending.
And fifthly and lastly, the court held that it's not necessary for the senior citizen to reside in the property while filing an eviction petition against the children.
So maybe this can be your cue to love your parents a bit more.
And to take those Sunday dinners a little more seriously. Think dining off with the Kapoors from now on.
Perfect. And also keep your briefs sharp and your humor sharper till we see you next.